It really makes you stop and think, doesn't it? This idea that, well, something you're probably not even aware of could be seriously impacting your business growth. Mm-hmm. We're talking referrals here, obviously crucial for, trusted advisors.
Absolutely. The lifeblood for many.
But what if there's this hidden saboteur costing you a huge chunk of potential leads every day?
Okay, you've got my attention. What are we talking about?
So we're looking at this claim today that one specific dirty word, and we'll get to what it is blocking maybe 80% of potential referrals daily.
80%? That's huge.
It is. And here's the real kicker.
Yeah.
Apparently 99.9% of U.S. advisors, they have absolutely no clue this is even a thing.
Wow. Okay, those are some attention-grabbing numbers. The idea that something so core to the business could be hit so hard by, something unseen, it definitely makes you curious.
Right. And the fact that almost everyone is unaware, that just adds another layer.
It really does.
So for you listening, the big question is, could you be one of them? Are you unknowingly losing out on referrals? And it's maybe not about your skills or, your reputation.
So what is it then?
The dirty word, the one we hinted, starts with D. It's delays.
Delays, okay.
Simple delays.
Yeah.
And it seems these delays aren't just random. They're mostly the result of, confusion. Plain old confusion about how someone should actually make a referral to you.
Huh. That's an interesting angle. We often focus on if someone will refer us, right? But the actual mechanics, the how, maybe we don't think about that enough.
Exactly.
And I can see how, if that how isn't super clear, super easy, hesitation creeps in. That leads to delay. And then nothing happens.
You got it. And that brings us right to what we're digging into today. This concept called the One Direct Path, the ODP.
ODP, One Direct Path.
Yeah, it's being put forward as the fix, like the way to cut through all that confusion and stop those delays that kill referrals.
A potential solution. Where are these insights coming from?
Our material today is based on work by AskMyAdvisor. They've been looking closely at how trusted advisors, accountants, attorneys, consultants, financial folks, realtors, the whole spectrum, can really streamline this whole referral thing.
Okay. So the mission for this deep dive basically is to understand why these delays are so bad for business and how this idea, this one direct path, this single clear way, how that can actually make a real difference in getting more referrals.
Precisely. Let's dive deeper into the problem itself. Why are referrals breaking down? The source material calls referrals the stealth sales engine that runs itself.
Catchy phrase.
Yeah, and they even compare it to the Tesla of trusted advisors, suggesting this smooth, almost automatic kind of growth.
That Tesla comparison is interesting. It really speaks to that organic growth, doesn't it? Driven by happy clients, not constant sales pushes. Referrals just have that built-in trust.
Totally. But here's the paradox they highlight. Get this. A massive 90% of clients say they would refer their advisor, which sounds amazing.
Right. 90%. That's incredible willingness.
But, and this is the big but, only about 10% actually do it.
Okay, wow. So that leaves 80%.
Exactly. This huge 80% gap.
Yeah.
People who mean to refer, who want to refer.
Yeah.
But something stops them. That's the zone we need to understand.
That is a really significant gap between saying and doing. It tells you the goodwill is there, the intent is definitely there,
right,
but something's acting as a barrier, preventing that intent from turning into an actual referral. What are those barriers?
Well, to make it really clear, they share this story about Jennifer. She's a VP at Microsoft.
Okay.
And her colleague, Ted, needs an advisor. Jennifer immediately thinks of her advisor perfect fit, but then, bam, she's hit with all these questions in her own head.
Like what?
Like, should she send her advisor's calendar link?
Yeah.
Or maybe the phone number. But which one? The direct line. Mobile. That 800 number she saw somewhere. Should she even bother the advisor directly? Is there, like, a special way she's supposed to do it? Is the advisor even taking new clients? What about LinkedIn? Would that just get lost?
Oh, I can totally picture that internal whirlwind of options.
Exactly. All this mental churn, this uncertainty, and what happens?
Let me guess.
Nothing.
Jennifer just doesn't make the referral. Puts it off. Forgets.
That is such a relatable scenario.
Yeah.
The intention is pure gold, right? Help the colleague, help the advisor. But the lack of a single, clear, easy step just creates friction. Every one of those questions is like a tiny hurdle, and it becomes easier to just wait. Or, like you said, forget. The opportunity just vanishes.
Precisely. All that back and forth, how do I actually do this?
Yeah.
It leads straight to what they're calling out. Delays.
Delays, the dirty word.
That's the one. And they argue pretty strongly that these delays are the real killer. The thing that stops potential referrals dead in their tracks.
And it makes perfect sense, doesn't it? In today's world, if something isn't quick and easy, people just won't do it.
Yeah.
That initial spark, I should connect head with my advisor. It can fade really fast. If there's any kind of complication or ambiguity, that moment's gone. So, okay, that's the problem laid bare. Confusion equals delays equals lost referrals. What's the proposed fix?
The ODP.
The ODP. The one direct path. According to AskMyAdvisor, this is the straightforward answer, designed to eliminate that confusion, stop the delays.
Okay. And how easy is it supposed to be? Because if the solution is complicated.
Good point. No, they stress it's simple. They even say it installs in minutes, which, sounds pretty good.
Installs in minutes definitely lowers the barrier. Makes it more likely advisors will actually, give it a shot.
Okay, so let's get specific. What is this ODP exactly?
Right, the nitty-gritty.
It's basically one single dedicated way for people to send you referrals. That's it. It could be a special email address just for referrals, or a dedicated phone number, maybe a specific web page.
But the key is?
The key is one. Only one. They really hammer this home. Just one clear option. No guesswork.
That makes a lot of sense strategically. One channel removes all the ambiguity for the person referring.
Yeah.
They don't have to wonder, does she prefer email? Should I call the main line? Text? None of that.
And that's why they think it works so well. It's easy for Jennifer, in our example, to remember and share. Just one link, one email, whatever it is.
Keeps it top of mind too, because it's the only way.
Right. And crucially, it kills that initial confusion that causes the delay in the first place. Imagine just having one email address. Referrals@yourpractice.com. Super clear.
Totally clear. It streamlines everything from the referrer's side. Instead of that mental checklist, it's just one simple instruction. Use this.
So how does it actually function? The ODP, in practice, they lay out 2 steps.
Okay.
Step 1, your clients, your connections, they share your unique ODP, that single point of contact.
Simple enough.
Step 2, anyone who uses that ODP gets automatically onboarded through something they call your AIC portal.
AIC portal. What's AIC?
The Advisor Inner Circle.
Yeah.
That seems to be the system on the back end. It handles the referrals coming through that one path.
Okay. So there's an automation piece. That's important.
Definitely. If the ODP just dump referrals into your main inbox, you haven't solved the whole problem. This AIC portal sounds like it's built to manage that initial intake smoothly.
Right. Streamlines the process for the advisor too, not just the referrer.
And they have this great little phrase for it. Zip their lips.
Zip their lips.
Yeah. The idea is the referrer shares the one link or email, and that's their job done. Zip. The system handles the rest.
Oh, I like that.
No need for them to chase you or wonder if the person reached out.
That really highlights the ease for the referrer. Minimal effort, maximum confidence it's being handled. That's powerful.
Now, you asked about AIC Advisor Inner Circle. It seems closely tied to the ODP.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Well, it's described as a curated group, your top 20% of referring advisor friends.
Yeah.
Applying the 80-20 rule.
The Pareto principle. Focusing on the vital few. Makes sense. Nurture your best referrers.
Exactly. And the ODP integrates right into this AIC. So say you want to refer someone to an advisor who's in your AIC. You just share your ODP with the person needing the help. The system seems to handle routing it, or at least making the connection within that trusted circle.
Interesting. So it's reciprocal. Your key partners get an easy way to send you referrals, and you get an easy way to leverage their expertise for your clients.
Seems like it. And apparently the advisors in these AICs, they love it. The source says they are ecstatic.
High praise. That suggests it really offers tangible benefits to the people actually making the referrals. Makes them want to do it more.
And they also kind of tease a big stealth AIC benefit, hinting there's more to it than just the ODP part.
Keeping us curious. Suggests deeper value for those who really engage with this AIC concept.
So, zooming out a bit, this AskMyAdvisor, it's positioned as more than just the ODP. It's a complete referral onboarding system, even a client discovery system.
Okay, so a broader platform.
Yeah, the whole goal seems to be cutting friction and automating growth. Running, as they put it, 24/7/365.
The ODP is like the front door, but it leads into a larger system designed to optimize things. That 247 aspect highlights the power of automation. Always working for you.
And they mentioned different ways to engage with it. There's apparently a DIY option, free with something called Advisor Own Link, and this AIC concept.
Okay, a free entry point.
And then there's a paid, done for you option that's fully automated. Plus, they stick to that quick setup claim, 10-minute setup.
Having both DIY and DFY makes it accessible, and the quick setup is key, as we said.
They also mention a specific guide, the Advisor Inner Circle Creation Blueprint, to help you figure out who your top 20% refers actually are.
That's valuable in itself, identifying those key relationships.
And this one advisor link seems to be the tech name for that single ODP link itself, the thing that creates that unique referral point.
Got it. So Advisor on Link is the tech, ODP is the strategy, AIC is the community focus, and AskMyAdvisor is the overall system.
That seems to be the gist of it. So okay, let's boil it down. Why is this ODP approach supposed to work so well? What are the core principles?
Well, the biggest one seems obvious, but it's crucial. Removing friction.
Right. Making dead simple.
Exactly. Any friction, any barrier stops action, make it smooth, make it effortless, and people are way more likely to actually do what they intend to do.
And it's not just about ease, is it? It's also framed as making the referrer feel good, like they're a valued connector, not someone doing an awkward chore.
That's a really smart psychological angle, elevating their status. People like being helpful, being connectors. If you make it easy and make them feel good about it.
Win-win.
Absolutely. It taps into positive motivations.
And finally, they circle back to that 90-10 factor, that huge gap, 90% willing, only 10% doing. This whole system seems laser focused on closing that gap.
Precisely. It identifies the main reason for the drop-off, that confusion, the lack of an easy method, and directly targets it with the one direct path. The goal is to convert more of that massive untapped potential into actual real referrals.
Okay, so wrapping things up here.
Yeah.
The big takeaway seems pretty clear. Confusion creates delays. And delays, well, they kill referrals. Simple as that.
And the one direct path, that single, clear point of contact, is presented as the antidote.
Right. The solution to simplify things and unlock that hidden potential.
It's a compelling idea. Make referring effortless, and you make it much more likely to happen. You help your satisfied clients and connections actually act on their goodwill.
Now for you, the listener, they have a very direct call to action. They suggest going to askmyadvisor.app your name.
Your name, literally. So askmyadvisor.app John Smith, for example.
Exactly. To reserve your own ODP link. And they say it's free for life.
Takes just seconds, apparently.
A free, permanent tool to potentially boost your referrals significantly. That definitely sounds worth investigating for any trusted advisor.
And the benefits they keep highlighting are, 1, having this system working for you all the time, 24/7/365.
Handling that initial onboarding automatically.
And 2, completely removing that, how do I do this, confusion for the person who wants to refer you. It really aims for a seamless, positive experience all around. Easy for the referrer, organized for the advisor.
So, as we finish this deep dive, maybe the question to leave you with is this. How many referrals might you be losing right now? Just because the process isn't crystal clear.
Yeah, what could the real impact be on your growth if you had a truly streamlined, confusion-free system in place?
It's definitely food for thought if you're serious about growing your practice consistently.
Indeed. And maybe, just maybe, float this ODP concept by some other advisors you trust. See if this whole delay issue resonates with them. Could spark some really interesting conversations.